Welcome to this week's edition of Reflector TV. I'm Terry Grant, and we're going to show you a little bit about what I do in my spare time. I'm going to show you a little bit about my carpentry, and we'll talk a little bit about the show, but it's more about my carpentry and stuff. So I hope you enjoy this week's episode. Thanks for joining us. Kind of dabbling in woodwork my whole life. I've got a bunch of uncles that are master carpenters, and I helped build my first house when I was like 13. So I've done it all my life, and kind of once I got done cowboying, then I got back into it. The last 15 years, I guess, last 10 years, I've really kind of got back into it and bought a bunch of the tools that I had to leave at home. When I'm doing a speaking somewhere, they ask me, like, what do I do in my spare time other than cowboying and search and rescue? And then I tell them I'm a carpenter and I build custom furniture, and they're all totally amazed. But there's nobody walking down the street you can look at and say he's an accountant or he's a carpenter. We all have lives that nobody knows about. This is mine. In my spare time, I'm a carpenter, but I spent kind of 40 years in the bush doing that, the tracking, the cowboy, and that kind of thing. And this is kind of my hobby, so it's a real wow to me to be able to teach somebody like the Army or a bunch of cadets or Boy Scouts or anybody like that I can get to teach tracking. Other than carpentry, when I'm not doing the TV thing, it's I help the neighbors out, chase some cows, and ride my horse around, and go hunting in the fall, and mostly do my carpentry all winter. I really love it.